we should get into the thick of it. And this is like, prepare yourselves, people. If you're not looking at your screen, you'll want to look at this absolute masterpiece put together.
Okay.
But we thought we would delve into everything masks.
Let
we want to talk through all of the masks. So.
Whee! Okay, there you go. Oh no, now I need to like actually. Oh, right, okay.
This is going well.
Yeah, no, it's fine. We just you just may not need to see our face. That's all fine.
That's okay. We need like elevator music while we do this kind of thing.
No, I'm all sorted. I'm good to go. I just yeah.
You might need to move it a little over to the left.
Okay.
Teeny tiny bit.
That's all right. We could just have it centered because you're not going to see us anymore. Because my PC cannot cope with that. So that's fun.
You can hear us.
Yeah.
You can hear us.
Yeah.
All you need to see is the godly presentation.
Honestly, I actually think this is really good. How do I?
Oh, good. This took a stupid amount of time to do because I don't know about you guys, but Jesus Christ, if you try and find their old masks from like the very beginning, it's ridiculous. Like, it's nearly impossible, apart from one member, which we will get into. But I thought we had to start with Vess. We have to.
Yeah.
Because that is like the most intense conversation, because he's actually, I thought he'd had less masks than this. And then when I looked into them, I was like, oh my God, he's had so many versions. It's like really, really early, like handmade mask, papier-mâché kind of versions, I assume, which is like, I think the half mask. And then it goes from there. So.
Okay. So.
Let's go through.
Original mask.
Here we go. This one's really interesting because it's still like, I know there's so many theories on the masks which we'll get into, but this one is still full face, which is obviously kind of developed over the years, but it's really pointy, isn't it? And that design on it, like, what on earth is that? Because I've not seen that in any of their stuff since.
But I'm pretty sure from like the interview back then, that was the original concept for like a Sleep Token logo, and then obviously it changed. Right. Also, like to draw your attention to the fact that there's only one set of eyes.
There is only one set of eyes, and I think it looks so creepy.
It does.
Don't you?
Although
this mask is the scariest one.
Is the one on the right? Is that the one from the picture where he's holding a puppy? Because that makes it less scary.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. But like, maybe I needed to include the puppy as well. But like, yeah. So that was maybe to be their original logo. I wonder what that even like represented.
Well, I mean, you can see an S and a T in it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, Lisa said exactly the same thing. Yeah. And so maybe it was just literally that concept. Yeah. To me, it looks a bit Phantom of the Opera-esque, to be honest.
I think that's fair. And this is the half mask so he could sing.
Yeah, exactly. This rune reminds me of a ship and a sail. That's a good point, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you mean with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's fascinating with this one is it's like, did he go, oh, I've made this full face mask and actually I don't want to be muffled.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, I need this chunk removing around my mouth, and then he just went like half mask.
Yeah.
But this one definitely looks like it's made out of like papier-mâché or something. Like, it's not the same quality as the masks we've got now.
Left lip on the first mask. Interesting.
Oh yeah, that is like the mouth hole, I guess, on the first one.
Yeah.
That is really interesting. Yeah, for me it looks kind of like just split or something. I don't know, like the eye, you know, there's like indents over the eyes as well. Yeah. Like, I wonder what that means, or is it just like scars, or it's just trying to represent something that's like disfigurement or something. But yeah, it does look like a cleft lip. That's absolutely, I totally agree with the comments on that.
Yeah.
And then he was like, right, no, I can't be bothered with anything covering my mouth. And this is where it begun. But then it kind of goes back a bit. But yeah, the eye scars, I don't really know what we're getting at here. This one is wild.
So now we have 6 eyes.
Yeah. So it suddenly went to the 6 eyes. Then
we've got a full rune like logo now.
Yeah. And this was like the alkaline era. So like you wore this in that video. But like the amount of buckles on the back of that mask, like this one must be made out of leather or something. It kind of
very BDSM vibes. I mean,
it is very BDSM vibes. Yeah. That's immediately what I thought. I saw it, I was like, okay. But like, and it's a full head mask as well. So the other ones look like they were just like a face, like a shell thing that they put over the face. It must have been tied with like elastic or something at the back. But this one is proper intense buckles. And yeah, I do love this mask, and I think it stands a bit proud almost off his face, so he can move his mouth better. But this one is the one that gives me like alien vibes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it's the pointed like chin.
Yeah, it's like, you know, not human kind of vibe. Like when I saw this mask, and now when I look at the Teeth of God, it's not comic. What do you call it? Like a artistic book.
It's a graphic novel.
Yeah, graphic novel. Thank you. That was the word I was looking for. And if anybody has a copy of that and doesn't want it anymore. I really want it.
Hey, like, look, I have faith that they're going to reprint it one day.
I hope so. I did see it when it was like on sale.
I know.
And I knew I should have bloody got it. Typical thing with this fan base, it goes so quick. But it was like around Christmas, like 2 years ago, and I was like, I'm so broke right now. Like I need to buy presents, and I didn't get it. And forever regretting that. But yeah, this mask is so interesting, right? Like it really leveled up from this point. And I don't know if it's like this is the point where they started to get, you know, a bit more traction, a bit more money behind them. And they were like, right, we need to up our game.
I think probably. And also this is the era of when, you know, doing music videos and things. They needed a bit more stuff, I guess.
Oh my God, that's Bella Rebel Rose. Yeah, so...
Yeah, because it's Geordie.
Yeah, it is Geordie. So like the word war. Like where I'm from.
And where my mum's from.
Yeah, mum is from. If you say like war kid or like
it's our kid,
war house, I don't know, like anything war before it is our. That's a really interesting take on it, and I've never even thought about that.
But I mean, I would absolutely refer to Sleep Token as like war lads. you know?
War lads. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's something like that. And yeah, the masks mutating. I totally like. I know there's a lot of theories going around about the masks. And it looked as we go through them, apart from that one in the alkaline era. I'm just going to call it alkaline era because that's it just makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But with the longer mask, it's almost kind of like, I feel like the first 2 masks, they were still like trying to figure themselves out as a band and like their direction and things like that. And then it was like the alkaline era mask. That's where they were like, right, we know how we want to go ahead with this. This is going to be like the story behind it. This is going to be the lore, and this is the start. So for me, the long pointy mask is the actual start of Sleep Token, and it's where they got like their logo and all of that. But I don't know if you agree with that.
I don't know, because I sort of, but I feel like the direction was there from the beginning. Like, or certainly the direction was there from Sundowning.
Yeah.
But then I kind of feel like it was there from... I kind of feel like it was there from the real beginning anyway. But maybe it was more of a... They had somebody to help with the aesthetics of like catching up to that.
Because is there some? This is difficult, isn't it? Like, I mean, is there? Because like that half mask, genuinely looks like the first mask, and they've just chopped off the mouth bit.
Yeah,
because the eye gashes are the same, the markings are the same.
Yeah.
The material looks a little different, and it does look like he's only got one strap, bless him, around the back of his head on that one. Although I can imagine it's lighter. But like, if it poses the question, doesn't it? If like those ones are involved in the lore in the beginning of the story of Sleep Token, then what do those two masks stand for? Is there something else? Is there something we're completely missing?
I think this is the other thing of like, a lot of the lore is made by us.
Yeah. Yeah, so, that's really true.
And I think they are clever enough and like savvy enough to throw little like pointers out there, but ultimately just to let the fan base run with it. And I also think there's something like, a bit more practical about like that first mask. It looked much more structurally sound. Whereas, like, you look at that pointed one, like, you couldn't just cut the bottom off, and you couldn't just cut out like a mouth hole because it wouldn't have like been structural enough. So it needed to have like a little bit of adjustment.
But when you look at like the half mask on the middle photo of the half mask slide, you can kind of see it's like when you look at the bottom of it. It does look like it has literally been cut.
Yeah. And also, just practicalities of like, they've played, they probably, like, for this era of Mask, they played like, I don't know, what, 1 gig, 2 gigs? 2 rituals?
Yeah, pretty much. It was the same Pancras and one more, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think they supported somebody. Yeah. So you're not gonna pay money for a second mask. Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway, we digress. But then there's a lot of theories, which I think you just mentioned, Lisa, which is like shedding. And this mask was the next one, which was interesting because it looks like
Am I on the right page, by the way? Sorry.
No, one before.
Okay.
It's like this squared off mask.
Yeah. I think that's a practicality of having them I think that's wanting to have a mouth hole, for want of a better phrase. I'm so sorry. That sounds horrible. But still having it like be a close fitting mask.
Yeah. And because it does look like the pointy mask, but you could not adjust that mask. But I mean, when you look at his, I think probably the most famous mask at the moment, which is the next one, when we're looking at like the Take Me Back to Eden era. Let's try that again. But this one, it's like the mouthpiece is almost like getting wider. Yeah. And obviously the caliber of the craftsmanship in this mask is like completely the worlds apart from the other ones, right? Yeah. But this is where you start to get like the filigree around the mouth. Yeah. And I'm always like, when I was putting this together, I noticed that if you look at this one, there's like the heart shape above on the nose piece. Yeah. And then all of that filigree is like surrounded by gold embellishment almost. Yep. Which I find fascinating because the EIA mask for Vessel, that bit turns completely gold.
Yep.
And I wonder if that's some sort of link there. Like it's like the red is like, I don't know, if we look into it, it could symbolize like anger or bloodshed or God knows what. But then the gold like replaces the red, and then the green for Viridian. I don't know. What do you think?
I think the gold is like a more regal thing. I don't know if red like symbolizes bloodshed.
It'd be like love.
I think like passion. Anger. Yeah. I think like passion, but I also I do think the green is a Viridian vibe.
Yeah.
Because obviously it then matches their entire outfits and everything. And like
I think we voted for that. That's what I think was the vote.
That's fair. But I still think there's I think that they might do the feathered host side as well. Like that's one of my little theories is like which I think I've said before on the stream that I think UK EU, I think we might be getting a feathered host tour as opposed to a House Viridian. So like I could absolutely see that maybe their cloaks change, or unlike I don't think necessarily any of the masks will change. Because you still got the gold side of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the heart reminds you of the Cladder. Yeah, 100%. That makes a lot of sense.
Oh yeah, the Garden of Eden with the
the Garden of Eden, yeah.
Is it like Arcadia is just a different name for Eden, really, isn't it? It's like a blessed garden.
It's just a different mythology.
Yeah, exactly. But like, I don't know with this one. Like, I do. It's so spiky, this mask at the bottom as well.
So much.
Yeah, it is. Like, I think it's like maybe his most iconic mask. If I go out on a limb there, but like maybe that's just because when most of us like found them, he was wearing this mask. But I don't know, I think it does look like fangs. Yeah, exactly. And it's like the Jaws reference. We all know he's obsessed with biting teeth
of God.
This man has a biting fetish or something.
An oral fixation.
An oral fixation, exactly that. But I don't know. I love this mask. I'd love to see like behind it, like, and what the straps look like on this one, because I'd imagine this mask is a lot lighter, but it looks like it's.
I think it goes back further than you think it does.
It does, yeah, because when his hood's fallen off a few times, it almost looks like a bald hat.
Yeah, and it was like, bald vessel can't hurt you. He's not real. Oh, hey, Wendy.
Hey. And I do love this era of the mask.
Okay,
I agree with you.
I'll go on to EIA, even though like we covered like most of it.
I think like what's really striking with
the little
this
pink
mask
nose jewel is so cute.
Exactly, like the nose heart is removed and it's replaced by the pink jewel, but you've got the pink jewels on the like the side bits of the mask as well,
and the pauldron as well.
That. But like, I think that's alluding to just the EIA color scheme, and it's like the flowers and they're all pink. But yeah, I love this outfit, and there's so much that we could go into with the entire outfit with this one. You know, like when we had Dark Signs Designs on to talk with us, we discussed the feathers that he's got on this, because if you look back at the very first,
there is a little feather, little feather,
and
being the dragon, the straps would be similar to the Aspera mask. Well, we have. If I can go back to us, I know Rach can show the back of the Aspera masks, or like a similar one. You can. And did Hysteria Machine start making Vessels masks in the Eden era?
They did.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me get the Aspera mask off the shelf.
And let me
oh god, two drumsticks are falling down.
No. Let me just hide this for a moment. La 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 la. Not 2, 3. So they made 2, 3, and 4 for EIA, but Hysteria Machine, it was Lani Mask who made it in the Eden era, which we will get onto. Don't worry.
Yeah, we will. And I've got my little squishy Vess here with us as well, because he had to join in. Again, it's the Eden era one. So yeah, we can probably talk about this now on the EIA side of things, but
I have wondered about that too, Bella. Rebel Rose, like there must be some kind of like Velcro now
There must be, yeah, because it does not move.
Well, and also for the others as well, like the way 3 flings himself around.
Yeah, he flips himself in half practically a lot of the time. So is the Hysteria Machine mask that I got, which is really similar to the Aspera ones, but I had the pleasure of meeting the lovely ladies at the Leeds Gothica Fest last year. And I looked at their stand and I was like, oh my god, I need one of your masks. Like, I will not use it for any particular purpose. Maybe we could just, Zoe needs to get one and we can like wear it on these streams together. But they are so intricate, but actually really lightweight. And yeah, they're just like incredibly made. This one, I had to go for the green jewels on it because it's given me Viridian vibes. But they did have like a teal one, which would have matched my house better, to be honest. And they had a pink one, which I thought, oh, it's given me like, you know, the...
And you love pink.
Flowers. I do love pink, yeah. I've got like my tattoo with pink. But yeah, it's like I do not know what these are made out of, and I have asked Hysteria Machine, so if I find out, I will tell everyone. But well, you guys, the special bunch that listen to us. But I think there's like a bit of metal going on here. There's a bit of like MDF, and probably a bit of wood, like the MDF wood around here. But yeah, it's like so well made, but actually it looks quite heavy, and it's totally not.
And it's just the back of the strap, isn't it?
Yeah. This one is just this strap, and I'd imagine that's probably enough for like a Aspera, maybe you know, the actual masks have a bit of a thicker one, but yeah, it's literally just the elastic. But yeah, they are super pretty, and actually it probably like fits so many faces as well. Like mine, I think it like, oh, I've got the fucking elastic on it, but like it really like, I love it. I'm obsessed with this mask. But actually, the amount I can see through is quite a lot. Like, obviously, you've got the detail, but round here are my eyes. And there's, like, a gap here. And it, like, the material's a lot lighter. So you can see, like, if I turn this round, like, you can still see quite a bit. But it's, like, they've not put as much material over it. And they've put the felt back in, which makes it quite comfy as well over your face. But there are some tidbits that they did mention to me, which we will discuss as we go through. Yeah, they are stunning. And also, while we're on the EIA mask, and this is what I mean, and I think it's like, it's very good, like, brand placement, if anybody does, like, marketing or anything like that. But, like, I mocked up a design of what I thought Vessel's mask would look like before it actually got released, and it's not a million miles away, which I was quite shocked about. And I sent it to Hysteria Machine, and they were like, we saw that, and we were like, oh my god, what the hell. But on here I've put the different like pink markings for the flowers, but in my drawing of it, I'd put like vines almost like these. So I'd thought the vines would like run over the sigil, and then I put the feathers is what I thought these were, like in the gold. But yeah, I think like, you know, they've kept very on brand with everything. So I think the mask was in a way a little predictable, but it could have gone like the gold instead of the green being more prominent for Feathered Host, maybe?
Well, or I kind of feel like it has both. So like they didn't need to if it had been a Feathered Host scenario, the fact that the whole bottom is gold, I think would have been enough.
Yeah, that is true. I also love this mask.
Now Vessel. Right. Well, to Wendy's point about the early homespun versions being endearing, shall we have a look at some early homespun versions?
Yeah, we should.
Including including the one that was like a bed sheet that 2 had to draw with Sharpie.
Yeah, and I think this is like the next slide we get to, because like I said, I cannot find any other member with this bloody mask on apart from 3, and that's because he used it recently to play with Trivium. But I did find a few older ones. Thank you to the archive on Instagram. The archive account is amazing. But we learned they are so freaking creepy, Lisa. I totally agree with you. Like, they are so creepy in the way they like.
I also agree that I kind of love it.
Do you?
I do.
I think this is my least favourite.
There is nothing that could stop me loving 2, including a creepy white mask.
Yeah. But like, they're just, yeah. They're the OG.
Yep.
And we love them because they are the OG. And it's really interesting, I think, like how 2, 3, and Ivy all started with this same white mask.
Oh, it is Uncanny Valley, you're right.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you've got like they all started with this mask, then it went unique to each of them, and then it's gone back to really similar, which I think is something in itself for us to look at. But the white mask is absolutely terrifying, and as we know from Loki Films interview recently, they made these from bed sheets.
Yep, and a red Sharpie.
And that was 2 and Sean from Loki Films who put those together, literally cutting up bed sheets and sewing them together. I really hope that one that 3 wore with Trivium is the bed sheet. It must have been suffocating, man. Sock face.
For context, Rach sent me a voice note last night which included the phrase sock face. I have a cough and I proceeded to laugh so hard I gave myself a coughing fit and I almost threw up. It was horrible. But
I'm sorry.
Can you imagine them all hanging out crafting? Yes, I absolutely can. I absolutely can.
That'd be so cute. That'd be adorable.
So cute.
All of them just cutting out bottom sheets and beds and you know what? That sigil on the left-hand side one, I feel like that is like the OG mask.
Yeah.
It's so
because it's bled through.
Yeah, exactly. Bless them.
Right. Should we have a look at my favourite?
Yes.
Little Angry 2. I love the angry eyebrows on the Lani mascara for him. It's so funny.
It's so pretty.
Okay, so we have...
But obviously he had the white mask first, and then we went on to a black version of it. And, thank God, because, like...
bedsheet material, probably one of the more breathable materials to get on a budget. That is interesting.
That is true, because if you look at the masks now, they are heavy duty, aren't they? And I think now they have a lot more breathing room with the ones that Hysteria Machine have designed for them than the Lani masks. But this one, I love this mask. This one holds a special place in my heart.
I also love that he just used to chuck whatever drink he was having straight through the mask.
Yeah, I love that. Like, why not? But also with this one, why do we think they went from the white to black? Apart from it was fucking terrifying in the white, and it was made out of bed sheets and budget. But yeah, these ones are a lot sexier. Maybe that is why. Maybe it was just like, okay, the white is terrifying, or was it? And you know what is even more interesting? The white bedsheet with the red is very in keeping with Vessel's mask, with the white and the red sigil. This one is completely off piece. Like, they've got the white, but Vessel doesn't have black apart from his cloak.
Bella Rebel Rose makes a good point. Maybe it's just because he was like, 2, I want your eyes to pop, so we're getting black masks.
Yeah, maybe that was it. They really do in this mask as well. And
yeah, I love the new masks. However, I'm deeply sad that I cannot see his eyes anymore. It's fine. I know they're still there.
I know. I think a lot of us are. But thank God. But I think a lot of this mask looks more chic, but is it playing into more like the darkness vibes of it? Am I looking into this too heavily?
I think maybe
it's just because it was sexy. Sexier than white bed sheets on your face.
It was probably it's probably just more that if you're if you're ordering a mask, like a kind of balaclava-esque mask, the default is probably black.
Yeah.
I think it might be as simple as that.
Well, it's quite villainy. Even villain vibes.
I mean, there must be some weird people that order masks. That's all I'm going to say.
Also...
and then they were all, like, wearing all black anyway, so...
Yeah, they were. I think it just helps them blend into the background, almost. Do you know what I mean? It's like... identities are not important. Like, it's a shadowy kind of vibe. I don't know.
I think
and the only thing you can see is the sigil, maybe. But also, a big shout out to Parabellum on this one, because as you can see from these with the scythe necklace,
the scythe drumsticks.
Zoe's got on.
I have a teeny tiny version that's not drumsticks. Also, as a side note, like, Rach knows this because I made her touch it, but like the sides are really sharp on this necklace. Like, they are tiny. Yeah, sorry. They're tiny, but like, I reckon I could absolutely stab somebody. It would be...
You really could. It's quite sharp.
I've stabbed myself so many times. Like...
we need to sand them down.
No. What if I need them for self-defense?
Stab someone with your tiny scythe necklace, then maybe you'd put a paper cut kind of vibe. But yeah, so we've got... the early black mask, which is for all of them, obviously, because all the numerals started to wear those. And then we like went way up in the world, and Lani Masks started making these like full-on headgear masks, which are intense. Like, and the craftsmanship on these is incredible as well. And this one for 2 extended down his neck and sat on his shoulders as well, which you can kind of see in this image as well.
A separate chest piece for it.
That's it. Which is a lot.
I mean,
again, like, especially when you're drumming like him.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that must be so hot.
Yeah. I think he only wore this for the Wembley gig. I think it had one like journey out. Like, also again, his blue eyes popping.
Very true. And like, I swear there's been sometimes where I've seen this mask without the dreadlocky ponytail thing going on.
I think the next iteration is what I think 2 wore it for that one gig and was like, this is too hot. This is my interpretation. Like, I cannot have this anymore. Like, I need less of a full head because it goes all the way around. So claustrophobic.
Yeah.
And then like a front, exactly, like a front only version with the hood being much more practical. But
this is my favorite 2 look.
And I also think so, because there's a really interesting interview with Lani Mask about how this all came about, and essentially from that interview he said that 2 was the one who like slid into his DMs and was like, hey, will you make our masks just for 2, 3 and 4?
Yeah.
And he said that 3 and 4 didn't know what they wanted. They weren't like, they were kind of open to whatever. So we'll come on to theirs, but there's like the inverse of each other. And then like early Batman masks. I mean, he's like, he's a very compact drummer. Like, his economy of movement. No, I mean it as in like, sorry. I mean, he is a very compact drummer. Like, he's a little lad, but with giant feet. But as in like, his economy of movement is so good. Like, his posture is so good, and he's not
movement.
He doesn't. Yeah, like he doesn't throw himself around the kit overly. Yeah. So I think he doesn't. But it still can't have been nice to have like felt like you were like
they're restricted and it like suffocated almost. But like
Lani Mask was saying that sorry, I was laughing at the compact drummer. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna now call him. Refer to him in my head as compact drummer. I would love that though. Like, if you're just like, oh, I've got my compact drummer with me, let me just unpack him. Like, that'd be great. But yeah, Lani Mask said that 2 reached out and was like, I want you to make the masks for myself, 3 and 4.
Yeah.
3 and 4 don't know what they want. They'll talk to you. I want this. This is my idea. Like, this is how I see it going down. And I think I mean, I think the dreads, to me, definitely read as like an homage to Joey Jordison.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like we all know he's a like an icon for Two. Entirely fair enough, like incredible drummer, R.I.P. But I think
quite
that was
angry,
kind of but I mean, like, and we all know that from what everybody in the industry has said, Two is the nicest man. So maybe he was like, I want to look angry. I just want to look not like a nice man. I don't know.
Do you think it's like an homage to Drummer Face?
It could be an homage to Drummer Face.
It like when a drummer really gets concentrated and into it, because to me it kind of looks like a really concentrated drum face. Yeah. But like,
but I think he basically was like, I want this stuff, and then it turned out to be too claustrophobic for him to really like to play a tour in.
Yeah.
And went back and was like, can I have something that's a little less intense?
Cut it in half. Yeah.
Yeah, can you take that back off?
Yeah, but like, what's going on with like the orangey stripe over it? Because that's the first time we kind of see like an orangey color. I don't know.
I don't know. Like, to me, it makes me think of like the hand of Saruman from Lord of the Rings. I don't know if anyone else gets that reference, but yeah. The white hand is anyway. Fine. I wouldn't put him past being a Lord of the Rings nerd, but
oh, I'm sure he is. Like.
But yeah, no, I mean, it's an interesting point. I don't know. I always think like the little like...
That is a good point, Wendy. It does look like
yes, orcs. Thank you. The white hand of Saruman.
It is quite similar, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I think Lani said they put like loads of as many holes as they possibly could.
Yeah, I think he added
in this.
A lot.
But like, why has the sigil moved down to the mouth? Is there something in that? Like, that's interesting that they haven't put it in the middle of the face. I don't know if it's just it frames.
I think that was. I think that was probably a request of Two.
Yeah,
because that's in the same position in both, and yeah. I think the under eyes are really interesting.
Yeah, because they look tired.
Yeah, I mean, like, part of that is just his face. I think part of that.
No, don't be that bit.
No, I mean the middle picture. I think he probably was really tired.
Yeah,
poor lad.
But it's like the gold bit.
Yeah, the little gold.
It just like eye bags.
Yeah.
Or it's given me kind of like alien-y vibes again, this mask. It's not like completely human. Well, and like with the mouth, it's almost like he's being silenced with the cross in that position of the sigil.
Could be. And there was also somebody had written about like, generally speaking, this era of mask looks a bit like partway through decomposition.
Yes, I was going to talk about that theory for sure. Because I think like people see it as
to talk about it.
We do, because it's like people have said the very first mask, the white one, is very much like flesh, or it's like the story of death, decay, and like rebirth. Because if you look at like the first mask, it's very like fresh death, like terrifying, which is probably why we all find it creepy. And then the black, and
possibly why I really like it, because you know my feelings on skulls.
I thought you were going to be like a death. Yeah,
like academically incredibly interested in death. Just want everyone to know that, but academically, not.
Yeah, not in any other weird way. No. But it's almost like fresh death. Then you've got bloating. Yeah. And then you've got this skeleton step, which is like the active decay.
Yeah. And then you've got
then the advanced decay and dry remain, like bone. But yeah, like the bloating is almost like the white mask, I guess.
I mean, I think potentially from Lani mask onwards. But yeah. Lisa saying funny because he did an interview but he never speaks live. Yeah, I watched that interview so much. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I can quote like the entire thing.
Inhuman amount.
That's also like my stupid memory, where it's like, do you want to remember anything useful for like your daily life? No. Would you like to remember verbatim an hour-long drum video? Yes.
But it's because it's 2. That's why it's memorable. Yeah, I do love that he's got the mesh by his mouth because, you know, he can breathe.
Yeah, and some nose holes as well.
Yes, but yeah, it's a fascinating mask, this one. This one's my absolute favourite, and I'm glad he wore it at the drum
And
shows.
I called it. I called it.
Did.
I was there texting Rach and like going to Arcadia, the group, and being like, I'm being like, I reckon he's going to come out in his old mask. He's going to come out in his old mask. And then he did. It was great.
I feel like this is the mask where it's like he's had his input on it, he's designed it, but this is the most comfortable version of it, and that's probably why he chose this one. But yeah, love this mask. And then we go into EIA mask, which is like a whole different ballpark. Like, this one was such a curveball when it came out, and this is where Hysteria Machine have made them. Yeah, it is really cool. Like, I think it gives them more breathing space, which is nice. Like, we'll go into the detail of the differences in the masks between 2, 3, and 4 once we've looked at all of them. But yeah, I think this one it's just really intricate, and then the sigil is back on the forehead, and it's the gold in EIA. Like, if we listen to a lot of the album, like, my theory on it is almost like I believe they're singing about fame, and that's what they've written about, and like the difficulties as well as the positives with hitting this level of fame, and trying to be anonymous at the same time, which is always going to be difficult. But like, the gold on everything has been like completely ramped up, and it gives me the feeling of like, you know, when we're looking at the sovereigns and double taking my cash flow and all of that kind of thing, it's like we're into money now. Like, we are into the fame side of things, and it should be all glitter and gold. And we're presenting as such. But, you know, it's not exactly all perfect. That's what I kind of take from the masks. But
I think as well, like, you could, like, I guess, like, this is very similar, but maybe with a slightly different nuance. But like, if you think about things being gilded, like, it's gold on the top, but it's like some shitty metal underneath. And it's like a similar vibe, basically, of like, it could, like, just because we have that veneer of success, of money, of whatever, of fame, doesn't mean like any of the other problems that are sitting below go away.
Yeah. And there's also like, I know there's a few theories, which is like kintsugi, you know, like the Japanese fix broken things with gold.
Yeah.
And I know a few people have come out with that theory as well, to be like, are they trying to like repair damage? But also it's kind of like I want to say that saying yours was so much better with the like gilded, but you know, like,
thanks, I try.
Shit covered in glitter is still shit. Do you know what I mean? That's what I was thinking. But it was.
I mean, all that glitters is not gold. Maybe we could go with that.
Exactly. Yeah, that one is the saying I was more looking for. But it's like they've decayed. They're like dead, almost like they are skeletons now. Unless they're like, it's almost like, I don't know, like fame has like absorbed everything from them, and like they're absolutely exhausted, and like literally it's taken them to the pits of hell and death. But you know, they're covered in gold now and everything's okay. Do you know what I mean? Maybe that it's
I also just think like, you know, even in Arcadia, like if you're in a kind of an afterlife, whatever you call it, Eden, Arcadia, heaven, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you're dead. Necessarily, you're dead. Yeah. Easier breathing and movement. Glad they at least have some differences. Yes, I think that's a very fair
Me
point.
too.
Okay. In alchemy, gold symbolizes the ultimate perfection, purity, and spiritual enlightenment, representing the highest state of matter and consciousness.
Very interesting. So it's like they've kind of ascended at this point.
Well. Interesting. Very interesting.
That is very interesting. I like that. But I do love these masks. They are stunning, and the detail in them is incredible. And I do think they have their numerals etched into each mask. I could not, for love nor money, find good enough images. Like, these are still like pretty good, but you know, they perform in freaking darkness, and it does not reflect well on these masks. But I couldn't find it, but I'm pretty certain they do have the numerals on there. But yeah, I love this mask, but we will go into like more of the detail of the differences.
Should we go on to our favourite bassist?
We should.
What a photo.
We've got
Thank
3.
you so.
I know.
There is a photo shoot. There's a photo from this photo shoot where he has a vape in his hand, and for love nor money can I find it? No. And it cracks me up.
My God.
Absolutely pisses. Like, I piss myself every time I see it.
There's the creepy mask. So yeah, just like they all had the same mask, but 3 is like the most photographed one of them all with these early masks that are still around. Like, you just can't find the other ones. But I thought he wore the first mask is absolutely terrifying. I thought he wore the second mask really well as well. Like, I think they all did those black sock masks. Like, I thought they were just they're like,
are we back to sock face now?
Yeah, it is sock face, isn't it? And I love that he whipped out the white one for playing with Trivium.
Oh my God. And I love all the collective jokes about, like, because he just had that in his sock drawer for 8 years.
See? Sock face.
Bless him.
I know. But
then
3 has actually had quite a few, and I was surprised by this. And like, I mean, I think the sexiest mask has to be awarded to 3 for that one in the middle.
They're all the same mask, right? Just so you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but like,
it's just the hair. The hair.
Yeah. The hair and the way he styled it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got like, these masks look so different on these photos. It almost looks like brown in the first one.
Yeah, it's just the lighting.
In the bright gold. But I was really intrigued when he did the red paint.
Yeah.
Like, that was really interesting.
Because he also did like gold and black paint at one point as well, which was really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that was cool. But yeah, this whole vibe, this era was definitely 3's era, I think.
Yeah, I think
especially with the leather jacket and stuff in the middle. Like, the way it was styled with the mask was like on point.
Yeah.
For this era. Does everybody agree? I think we all will. But yeah, like, what I find fascinating. Oh yeah, this was like the only one I could find.
Oh, the back of it.
Where you can see the back of the mask.
Well, he was the only one
that doesn't wear a hood.
The only one who gets his hair out.
Exactly. He doesn't wear
at
a
any
hood.
Point.
But you can see like it is braced in, so there is still one strap, but it goes down the middle of his head
and then around the back,
and around the sides. Yeah. But yeah, I freaking love this mask. And like those were the ones that were made by Lani, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, love that mask. Awesome. And I think that also plays into the decay, because if you look around like the mouthpiece and it's black.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. And then the EIA. I love that middle photo. It's
I know. It's from a base cam.
I think so. Like, somebody shoved that camera in his face.
I think he shoved that camera in his own face.
Oh, right. Okay, fair enough.
Because I'm pretty sure that's the one from Download, I want to say, where he's like very gingerly making his way down the stairs. Understandably, because they've all stacked it, apart from 2.
Yeah. That set is lethal, man, with these masks on. Like,
no wonder 2's like, let me just stay up here in my grotto.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not moving. I'm not risking it. Like, life or death out there. But yeah. This mask, obviously, really similar to 2's, and I say similar, but we will go into the differences in a bit. And then we come on to our
Ivy.
Ivy. I also love this photo because it's like him vibing out. This one was by Adam Rossi, of course. Beautiful. I think most of these were Adam's photos, to be honest. But obviously, we can skip out the earlier masks because they were the same as 2 and 3. But this mask was such a vibe for Ivy.
And this is it's if you look back at 3, it's the inverse in terms of the colours.
Yes. Well, I think it's on the next slide.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Thank you.
I have put some, maybe.
Yeah. That is.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, like you can see like the comparison with them, it's like just inverted. But again, I wonder if that's like, I don't know, is there a nod there to anything, or is it they're the 2 string players?
I think there is an element of like, because Lani Mas does actually talk about it very briefly in that interview where basically was saying the 2 came with ideas and was like, this is what I want, and 3 and 4 were just along for the ride, and so it was partly his idea to have it be slightly inverted, so that they so that there is a bit of cohesion across the group rather than it being like not completely uniform.
Yeah,
but with their own little flair, which I think is
because they still
carried across.
Yeah, because like those guys, the 3 of them had the black and gold details on all of their masks. Like 2's got the black and gold as well, and Vessel's still the only remaining member with the red and white at this point. I think it was, but like, yeah, it's really interesting. Like, why has Vessel got such a different mask to all of these guys? It's almost like he's the lead and they are like followers almost, or disciples, or...
Well, I mean, know. Yeah.
Who knows? What does everybody else think? I'm intrigued.
I mean, I think also that, like, evidently the choice in this current era is to not have that and is to have much more kind of consistency.
Yeah. I thought that as well.
I thought that too.
Yes, and I think that is a very clever design thing. Well, the eyes cut off. You can see it on this middle image, but it looks like the Roman numeral for Ivy, which I think is really cool. But yeah, I suspect that's been done intentionally because 3 hasn't got it on his. And yes, Lisa, it does look like eating golden honey on Ivy's mask. It's the stretch, but for me, it also gives me like the Walking Dead kind of zombie vibe for these masks.
Well, it's that, like you say, it's the decomposition, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
And then we have the EIA era.
EIA, we do.
Or
and I think
Ivy.
This is so vibey for him. I don't know why. Like,
Vibey
I feel like he really speaks this one.
Sorry.
Vibey for Ivy. I do really like his Take Me Back to Eden kind of vibe look, though. I think that is his best. Like, and I loved it. It's how they paired them all.
Love a
his suit. And he had the sparkly suit, and I love that, the glitter. And 3 had his leather jacket, which was fit. You know how I feel about a leather jacket. So.
I mean, everything 3 wore even in Take Me Back to Eden was fit.
Yeah, it really was. That was a good era. But this one is very pretty. And again,
I also love that, like, 2 was just for comfort. It was like, you can prize my trackies from my cold dead hands.
Yeah, I am wearing these. Damn you all. But like, yeah, I do love this era, and I love the cohesion again of the masks, and Hysteria Machine have done an incredible job with all the masks on these, and they are stunning. But this leads us to discuss
just a nice little group picture.
Yeah, but this is like the easiest way we can see the differences in their masks. So one of the things that Hysteria Machine mentioned to me when I met them was, I said, it's interesting having them all looking the same again after they've been really unique with the Take Me Back to Eden era and Lani masks. And they were like, oh yeah, but there's absolutely some differences.
Yeah.
And one of them is the material length of the masks. And you can see that really clearly in this one. Like 2,
even with 3,
has got the
hiding his
really long
mask face. Yeah, he's got a long beard, chainmail beard.
Yeah,
We'll refer to
chainmail beard. Yeah, and then 3 definitely has like
quite a
mid-length
short
one. But like, yeah, he's proper like covering this up, which is unhelpful. But you can see like on his base cam when he bends over, you can see like the sway of it.
And it does also look that there's like a little sock face under there, which I think may just be a practical element of like you probably don't want a chainmail like beard rubbing against your chin. I think just purely from a practical perspective.
Or could it be like, do we think it is like chainmail, like really fine chainmail, or is it like just fabric?
I mean, I don't know. It's difficult to tell. Yeah.
It looks so light.
I mean, chainmail can not have to be, doesn't have to be, you know.
Yeah.
Or it could be like a metallic, it could be a metallic fabric.
Yeah. That is very true. And I think, Ivy's is the shortest, like chainmail thing. Beard, if we're calling it that. But like, I think it's interesting that it's gone like almost backwards of what you'd expect, because like 2's got the longest, but is it like it's slowly eating away more and more as you get higher in the numerals? I don't know. But I think there is more of the dangly bits, you know what I mean? Yep. The beady bits. Like let me 2 has 2, 3 has 3, and Ivy has 4.
Maybe, yeah,
I think so.
And then I think there's a difference with the top part of the jaw, the top like mandible. Yeah, because 2's is like really pointy, like little sharp teethies.
Yeah,
and then
it always looks like he's got less of a mask as well, with the bone.
Less of a face, yeah. And I guess that could like potentially that could be. Like, maybe they all started out at that length, but the practicalities of trying to play guitar or bass with it is probably more challenging than playing drums.
Yeah,
especially like also 2 has a very long torso, so you can tell.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe it was like, you know what? I'm going to be topless for the first 3 rituals, and I need more chainmail coverage, please. It could have been
that was it.
Maybe that was
it. But also, it does look like they've like decayed. They're dead at this point. But also, the eye holes are slightly different shape as well on the mask. So like 2's, you can still see that angry eyebrow expression. Like if you look really carefully at it.
Angry. Wait, I'm gonna see if I can zoom in a little bit. Ooh.
Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it?
Sorry, 1 second. Bear with me, everybody. I'm glad you can't see my face, like getting closer to the screen.
I hope everybody's enjoying this delightful presentation.
You will get
You're such an arse to find all these photos.
You will get a finishing grade. Like we'll like crowdsource a grade for you at the end.
Yeah. But yeah, like you can still see he's got his angry
his little angry eyebrows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you've got thank you, Lisa. And then you've got it's a good use of the worship remote. Thank you. I appreciate that. You would never know what I do for my job.
Can you use this in your job? That would be great. Maybe I'll use it in mine.
What? Like, just be like, I'm doing a presentation on my favourite band.
Yeah.
And everybody be like, what the fuck? Rach, no.
Well, no, but like we have like a lunch and learn sort of thing that people can. I mean, you're meant to offer to like talk about something that's relevant to the role, but I can also just be like, hey, let me talk to you about Sleep Token for half an hour.
Yeah, and I just need to get this out of my system, thank you. Or just join our stream. Cheers.
Oh, Sax Token, yes.
I love Sax Token, and I also love his mask as well, and it's very similar to the Aspera ones.
I think it might just be an Aspera one that they like dug out.
Yeah, they had a spare one. Like they must have spare Aspera masks. They're the same for all of them. But yeah, I do love the gold bottom bit. Aligns more with the Vessel mask as well, because he's got the gold section at the bottom. But yeah, you can see almost like they've got different nose size holes as well. And I don't know if that's just because their faces are different, like lo and behold. But like, you know. Yeah,
I think it might be.
Breathing requirements and sight requirements where their eyes sit. But yeah, the most prominent thing is the length of the material and the amount of beads. You can see that Ivy on this one has got 4. 2 has only got the one on the left and then a centerpiece with that jewelry thing. And then 3 has got them kind of spaced out across the mask at the bottom.
If he would move his hand.
I know, for God's sake, stop posing. But then you've got the filigree around the skull.
Yeah,
like, what? I'm intrigued what the next iteration of this is going to be, and I think we all are. But like, is it just going to be like a sheet of chainmail or material at the next point, or is it like the chainmail is like slowly eating the skull, and it's going to be like them reformed into like a rebirth?
I'm excited to find out. And yes, Bella, like for the festivals, because I think I don't know whether it was like a last minute addition or something, but the festivals, like, they basically hadn't quite gotten it all sorted. So I think I think Rockin' Park, it was like just some lad in like a jacket and jeans and his saxophone. And like, just like, I think he even had like, I think he had like one of the old cloth masks, like with a hole cut out. And like Download, he had a cloak. And then, but I think for the US tour, they'd like properly sorted it. And obviously, like, hired somebody to go on tour with them.
You're probably like, his theory machine, help, quick, we need to mask.
And then like, I love that Sax Token just got more and more involved. Like, I will listen to Provider, I will listen to Aqua Regia, and I hear the saxophone in my head, even though it's not there.
Yeah.
And I am forever grateful. And yeah, maybe it will just be back to Sockface. Maybe
just all the way back to the beginning. I hope it's not back to the white one. That's terrifying.
I'm here for the white one. If anyone's listening,
what if they're because I know, right, there's a theory obviously that the masks are eroding, and like the Vessel mask, the mouth section is getting more revealing of his face, and like now we can see his nose and things like that.
His unpainted nose.
Yeah, like, is it gonna go back to a half mask again? Like, in the bottom section will completely go? Will that bit get wider? Is he slowly revealing his face? Is one of the theories.
I just don't think he is. I think we'll get like, and I think we'll get this in like another 2 years. I don't think we're getting new stuff anytime soon.
No, which is cool because I like these masks.
Yeah, I think we've got at least another album run before something changes. Mm-hmm. I think we might get like a rebirth as something different.
Yeah.
As like, maybe even related to like the Eden or the Teeth of God, like graphic novel characters.
Oh, maybe. That'd be cool. I think Vessel will stay the same.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but like, 2, 3, and 4 could rebirth as like a different entity, a different human-like mask again. Like, or maybe, because I know there's theories that the albums aren't in order of like the lore and the story. Like, are we going back to like a human form of whatever they are now?
Well, or are we going more into the like they've ascended form?
Yeah.
Who knows? Not
like,
us.
are they going to be angels? Yeah, it's not us. We don't know. But yeah, they could come out like little cherubs. That would be wild.
I would hate that. I would absolutely hate that.
I don't think they will.
I'm so happy with the skull faces right now. Like, this is my sweet spot. Please don't take that away from me.
I don't think they will. I don't think I think it would sooner be like. I think it would sooner be like nothing on the face.
I agree.
Like just sheet material.
I agree.
Or a human face. Not their faces, but I think they could go for like an alternate human-looking mask. You know, kind of like Slipknot vibe.
Yeah.
I know. Or monsters, or demons, or it. Oh my god! Can you imagine
if they go back to Tomb and they'll all just be a different sea creature?
This is or it could be like who knows? Or it could be like, you know, the Take Me Back to Eden.
The
gods, like, villains, whatever the hell they are. Like it could go into something like that, which would be really cool.
Ooh, they could go more birdish with the feathers and Well, and they've always had feathers.
Ooh,
I say they.
Yeah.
Vessel's had feathers before.
Vessel. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm here for them all being flamingos. That'd be great.
That would be really cool if they all just went pink.
Well, they can't.
Feathered flamingos.
Black flamingos.
Yeah, but they could be. No, Vessel is the black flamingo. He's the rare.
The rare bird.
Jerry. The red bird. The rare Jerry bird. And then the other guys can be the pink. Maybe.
Yeah.
Because what was it? Like a flock of flamingos is called
flamboyants.
Yeah. I love that.
Oh, I love collective nouns. They are fabulous. Like a murder of crows, wonderful. A flamboyance of flamingos, spectacular.
Great English language. You nearly made me spit out my drinks. You said you hadn't done it in a while.
I hadn't. This is my secret talent.
Oh my god. Lisa, I hope they don't turn into furries, but like
they'd be too hot on stage.
It would be they'd pass out, man. Yeah. Like, and like 3 bouncing around and bending in half. Good God. It would be like a sauna in an outfit. But yeah, who knows? Like, what do you all think? We could look at Lisa Big Sock Face again. Maybe. We've got cherubs. We've got like a different entity entirely. We've got nothing. Like maybe that material is just them slowly disappearing.
Or maybe thinking about the visualizers we've had for EIA, are they going to become? Is it going to become like more militaristic? Are they going to become the House Viridian like knights?
That'd be cool.
That would be really cool.
And then all of the glitches are like a premonition of the next phase of what they're going to look like.
The battle continues, so we've been told. Although, lads, it's partway through January now, and do I have any more puzzles? No, I don't.
I know. Pissed off, really. We are dying. I'm starving for
maybe
more.
A sleep version of the creepy biblical angels. Well, he does have too many eyes, so that would make sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
A biblically accurate angel is one of my favorite things. Because they are insane.
That would be really intriguing, and all the creatures come on stage and they battle and they're like, what? Yeah, but like, who knows? I did just think of something and it's just completely gone. It was, what was it related to? Feathers, military. Yeah, it was like all of those glitches are like a premonition of that, and then like, are we going more into Arcadia then? What if Vessel's got like his microphone stand as a sword? That'd be so fucking cool.
That man should not be allowed a sword. I just want to put that out there.
Can you imagine jumping around and like bouncing into
he
stuff?
Would
then,
do himself an injury. He would
everyone. The crowd.
No. And the fight that he and Two had with that mic stand on tour, I mean,
oh yeah, it would look really fit though. Like, we can't deny that.
Yes, I can't deny that. However, no.
Or what if he becomes more samurai and has like the sword?
No, that's even worse because then he can do twice as much damage.
Yeah, that's true. But it might be really cool. But there you go, everybody. That was my presentation, my little TED talk on the
A